What happened to Gibby from iCarly? What happened to that man, Gibby from iCarly?
Whenever he appeared on set, you knew something funny, strange, or downright uncomfortable was about to happen. Gibby was a chubby, outlandish, yet lovable
Hey, don't call him
character
chubby,
casted
man.
on Nickelodeon's most popular
He's
live-action
fluffy.
TV show in history, iCarly. Noah Monk is the actor behind the Gibby character. He was originally supposed to be on the show for 1 or 2 episodes, but provided so much comedic value that the producers kept him on as a regular. Over time,
Dude, Gibby was a
Gibby
goat.
got really tired of the corny children's humor. Plus, constantly being the butt of the joke led to a lot of ramifications in his real life, including people shouting at him in public asking him to take his shirt off and dance. You'll probably be surprised to find out what Noah's career looks like today, which consists of extremely cryptic and esoteric videos, along with an underground music career. Today we are going to discuss how Noah's life was impacted by iCarly.
Yeah, the usual fucking thing for Disney or any of the, celebrity actors when they grow up. They usually turn out to be pretty odd.
And how he managed to escape his identity as Gibby. Noah Monk was a typical Orange County teenager who played football and went to public school. He knew he was interested in arts, so he slowly got into acting classes, which led to doing plays and performances. The acting classes would have talent agent auditions, where agents would come in and look for the next big star. It's the most California shit ever. At 10 years old, he got an agent who got him his first audition, which was for the show iCarly. The audition was just for an episode or 2, but the production team realized how valuable he would be as a goofy side character, so he became a regular on the show for 57 episodes. One thing I could not find out is if Noah was trying to establish any credit, because we know he didn't have the extra.
Yeah, buddy, yeah.
The iCarly show is about a young girl who runs an internet video blog with millions of viewers. Her best friend Sam is her co-host. Their friend Freddie is their filmer / tech support, and it's all filmed in the upstairs of Carly's brother's apartment.
Spencer, the
Gibby is just a kid that goes
man.
to school with them. He's an easy target for jokes and is someone they can pick on. Quickly, by the end of season 1, he became more of a friend to them. A wacky friend, but he has a lot of endearing qualities to him. He's sweet, very friendly, pretty stupid, but he isn't someone you want to bully. He was totally unrelatable, consistently doing such ridiculous things that had you totally excited for the unpredictability that he would bring next.
Check the chops on that man. They had him dripped out this episode.
He was mostly famous for his catchphrase,
Gibby!
and taking his shirt.
The most fire Gibby quote is when Spencer had a shoddy over, and it's like introducing himself, and Gibby's introducing himself. He's like, "I'm Gibby," and then Spencer's like, "She doesn't speak English," and Gibby just goes, "Well, I'm still Gibby." Hard aura, 100,000 aura instantly.
Shirt off. I don't know how or why he decided to take his shirt off, but after he did it one time, it became a normal thing. Make sure you're hydrated while watching this video. At the time, Noah didn't mind this. iCarly was his first acting job ever, so he was basically willing to do anything. However, Noah was
His
very
first
aware of what
acting
people
job
were
as
saying online
iCarly is
about him.
crazy. That's
iCarly
lucky.
was a TV show about a web show, but they actually had a real website with blog posts, polls, and trivia. Viewers could also leave comments on the website. Noah says that at age 10 and 11, he was reading rude comments about his appearance, which obviously made him feel bad. His parents even discovered a website for people with fat boy fetishes that he was posted all over. Needless to say, Noah had mixed emotions about the whole taking his shirt off thing. His parents never forced him to continue acting. It was his passion. They were always around and kept a close eye on him. Noah speaks nothing but the highest praise of his parents. They raised him right. Head thrashing to a dirty bass dubstep drop with Noah Monk, just like old times. This cringy 2012 tweet indicates that Noah and Nathan had a love for dubstep. Noah also said that when he was around 13, one of the iCarly production members, Daniel Gonzalez, no, not this icon, gave him MF Doom and De La Soul mixtapes. So it's pretty evident that Noah discovered his love for music in general during the iCarly years, which led him to becoming a music producer / DJ, which we will get to. The last episode of iCarly was filmed in late 2011, and by seasons 4 and 5, Gibby was a main character. His success and evolution on iCarly was so prominent that Dan Schneider felt he deserved his own spin-off TV.
We don't gotta talk about that man right there. Dan Schneider might take some pictures of your toes or smell them.
TV show, Gibby. This show still remains somewhat of a mystery. I'm here editing the very first episode of Gibby, or whatever we end up calling the show. It's making me laugh hard. Noah Monk equals genius. There was a pilot episode filmed and edited according to Dan, but never aired or leaked onto the internet. All we have is the title card and logo for the show. We also have 46 pages of the script for the first episode, one picture of what seems to be the cast and crew, and a few photos of what appears to be the film set. All of this is technically unconfirmed. Dan was begging Noah to show him his feet, and that's why we never got the...
we already know.
I'm just kidding. We don't know what happened exactly, but we do know that Gibby never got his own show. And in 2012 marked the official end of iCarly. 5 seasons in what some consider to be the best Nickelodeon live-action show of all time. Noah stayed busy, trying to get roles in other shows and films immediately. In 2012, he got a main character role in a Nickelodeon TV movie called Nicky Deuce. It was essentially the family-friendly reboot of The Sopranos, which included most of the original Sopranos characters, including James Gandolfini. The film didn't go into theaters, and it isn't highly praised or anything, but acting alongside those legends is a major accomplishment. After this film, Noah was sick of children's TV and the corniness of the humor. He knew it was time to leave Nickelodeon in the past forever. In
The
2013,
problem is
he
with
went
that,
back-
dude. That's another hard thing about moving on from like Nickelodeon or any of that shit, dude. How do you go from being fucking? I think who's it, dude? Everybody hates Chris. I think the kid that was in that one, dude. Everybody just knows him from that show, and it's hard for him to get different acting jobs, which I understand. But shit, that's the way of the game.
back to high school for his senior
Make a
year.
lot of money
He
when
doesn't
you're younger,
consider
then
himself
get
a social
bogus and
outcast,
acting
but had a
jobs when
difficult
you're
time
older.
mixing in with kids who knew each other their whole lives. He would spend most of his free time on
And
Ableton
your
learning how to
parents
make
probably
music.
blow when you're
He
younger. You
produced
probably don't even get to
dubstep
see
under
that
the name
shit.
Noxic. Then moved on to EDM trap. And
Dude,
even
all them
experimented with
songs,
rapping
bro.
A little bit.
I don't know. Gibby on the track is crazy.
It didn't take long for him to want to get back into acting. Luckily, he landed a role as Naked Rob in the 1980s-based sitcom The Goldbergs. Noah plays a side character that acts as a best friend to the main character. He's been in 77 episodes, and the show has run for 9 seasons. He somehow managed to land 2 back-to-back shows that lasted for an above-average amount of seasons, which
Hell
is very
yeah.
impressive in Hollywood.
W.
However,
Gibby.
it seems like Noah still had the ghost of Gibby lurking above him. His new passions were not met with the utmost praise from fans. He was now 18 and a few years removed from Nickelodeon. Whenever he would post about his music, his new projects, or anything he was interested in, he would be flooded with troll and hate comments, accompanied with people making him feel insecure about his appearance. He
looks
abandoned the
terrible.
Noah Monk Instagram and Twitter
Damn.
because of trolls and people just calling him Gibby. Gibby was kind of a punching bag on the show, so he feels like the fans do it back to him, not figuring out how to separate Gibby the character and Noah Monk the real person. Noah doesn't take it too personally, but it definitely gets tiring when you're trying to move on with your life, talk about your music or your personal interests, and everyone wants you to remain that thing that you were at age 13. He did also deal with people demanding him to take his shirt off, literally yelling across a restaurant while he's trying to eat with his family. One time, even a random
That's
girl
pretty
just jumped
fucked
on his
up.
back while he was walking down the street. He started to resent the Gibby character a little bit, and Noah is truly a sweet and wholesome guy. He didn't want to resent his past. It led to an angsty phase for him. He really leaned into his interest of SoundCloud rap and producing. He started an obscure YouTube channel called Sad World Online.
For around 3 hours every day, I go into a complete daze. I cannot control my body
Like, what the fuck is this? Gibby, what the fuck is this?
or mind in this state.
The 20-year-old started consistently posting his avant-garde, over-edited, poorly scripted shitpost comedy that quickly developed a cult fanbase. All of the music featured in the YouTube series was produced by him, which helped fans get interested in his music. The raunchy side of humor was something we all needed. It's like the TV MA-rated Gibby. You couldn't make fun of Noah anymore, because he embraced his appearance and leaned into it for comedy. Plus, he genuinely has built a fan base off his new art. At one point, it bothered him that his embarrassing moments were on the internet forever. Now he looks back on the Gibby character very fondly. Sadly, Gibby did not make a return to the iCarly reboot in 2021. He also didn't make an appearance in Season 2. A fan asked Jay Kogan, one of the iCarly writers, about Noah's absence. We've approached him. This response obviously suggests that they had reached out to Noah, but he
Gibby
denied.
don't want to be in that
Why?
bitch.
Could be a couple
He's trying to
things.
escape
He could've
that
just been
shit.
busy. He works full-time on another show, plus he works very hard on his side projects and music and YouTube. But the more likely reason, which is why a lot of people don't want to do reboots, is that he wants to leave Gibby in the past. Only in the past few years did he come to terms with the Gibby character. Before that, he had mixed emotions.
No more kids TV. Fuck, man. Come on. We've discussed this. That shit stain on my legacy ain't a stain no more. It's a full-on load.
You know, if he did the reboot, he would have to relive the whole experience of people flooding his social media with comments about his appearance. His acting career would again be at the mercy of one character. A lot of young actors
Leave
want
the
to
man
outlive and
alone.
move on
Leave the
from
man
child
them alone.
roles. Plus, you know they would have wanted him to take his shirt off at least one time, which as a grown man is probably not something he's interested in. Noah successfully escaped the box of being Gibby forever, and now he can look back on his legacy as a positive experience, all from the comfort of his new sad world he's created for himself.
Sad world.
Whenever he
Well,
appears,
he's gone now. Not dead, but he's just not on iCarly anymore. He's trying to escape Gibby. A W vid though.